how's it going?
I'm doing okay. Work's been a little hard. I have a really big caseload right now, and I haven't been able to keep up with my documentation.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, thank you so much for letting me know though, and you know that you can always come to me if you need additional support. I'm actually glad that we're talking today because I wanted to talk to you about what's called performance benchmarks, which addresses these concerns that you're mentioning with me. So as I mentioned it, just know it's not a way for you to get in trouble, but it's more so for us gathering data. Okay. So it sounds like the staff members are feeling stretched out a little thin right now with the workload, and so hopefully with this new rollout of the benchmark performance program, this will give us more information on how we can better proceed with the modifications. Okay. So there are 3 ways that we're going to measure this. The first one is your customer surveys. So we will be getting surveys from the clients after you complete your group sessions. And that just pretty much gives us ideas on like what were positives, what were areas of growth, and then just like comments from the clients that you have access to that we can use during our staff meetings. The second measurement that we'll use is your documentation productivity. So this is where we'll kind of see, well, how is Marge managing her caseload? And then how is she able to manage the amount of documentation that she needs to do? Is she using the full 24 hours? Is she moving things to the next day? Because if we are moving things to the next day, that lets us know like, hey, maybe we need to pull back and give Marge less work because then we might be giving her too much. And then the third one that we're measuring is your hours worked. So we know that overtime is available. However, if we notice that overtime is consistently being used every pay period, that lets us know that maybe Marge is taking on too many things. We're giving you too much work, and again, that's a way for us to know like, hey, we need to pull back because we want to definitely prevent work burnout. In addition to promoting that client-centered care. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I did have one. Will this affect my pay in any way?
Yeah, that's a great question. Not at all. So this is not in any way going to be negative on you. It's really information on us to gather data on the system that's put in place. Is it effective? Is it reasonable and realistic? And if not, what changes do we need to make? However, we do want to use that for you to your advantage. So at the end of the year performance review, if you notice like, hey, I have really good data from these performance benchmarks, then I can use this to let me know like, hey, I deserve a raise. And so I definitely want you to use that, but nothing against you. If we feel like there is concern that we need to, we'll just bring this to our next check-in and see how we can collaborate on making changes so that way you feel supported.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.